Hey everybody, back once again for another edition of Self-Care Saturdays. This is Chris Clark coming to you live on location for Therapeutic Elements. We are currently down at the Opal Sands Resort on Clearwater Beach. And today's a special Mother's Day edition of Self-Care Saturdays with a little twist. This is self-care for the man and the mom's life. So we've all heard that phrase, happy mama means no drama. So we're going to show you guys how to give an awesome foot massage. And then all you ladies need to tag your men so that they can follow along or watch the replay on YouTube. Okay, so I have my beautiful wife here, Dina. You're just going to see her foot though. Dina, go ahead and put your foot up there. There's Dina. She's very self-conscious about this bruise, so I'm going to go ahead and point it out to everyone so we can get that out of the way. She offered to put makeup on it, but I said, no, honey, you're beautiful just the way you are. Now, back when I was teaching massage, one of the topics that I was in charge of was reflexology. And one of the big components of reflexology is the different reflex zones in the foot. But what I want to focus on today is zone therapy. So zone therapy basically goes along the theory that you have 5 zones in the foot, actually a 6th one for the spine. So when you look at the foot, it actually, the instep mimics the spine. So here you have, and this is just the right foot. So here you have the right side of the head and face, and then you have a cervical curve in the neck, and then it goes into the kyphotic curve, down between the shoulders, down into the low back, the lumbar region, and then you have your sacrum, and it goes right around the bottom of the foot there. So here, we'll look at that again. So it goes right around cervical curve, kyphotic curve, lumbar curve, and then the sacrum. So that will actually be the first zone that we do. So the rest of the zones correlate with each toe. Just kind of bend that over to you. So you've got zone 1, zone 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Am I tickling you? Okay, good. She's not ticklish, so this is going to work out really well. And then when we're doing the zone therapy, so you have a total of 6, 5 on the bottom of the foot and 1 on the side of that instep. We're going to go down the instep, but then for the rest of the toe zones, we're going to go up. What's really, really interesting about zone therapy, and I show this to my clients all the time, is that you can feel the difference in how heavy the limb feels. So in this case, it's the leg and the foot. So if you're following along or you want to try this little experiment at home, it's a lot of fun. The recipient lays, put your other foot up here. So the recipient lays with both legs straight out. And then Dina, go ahead and lift the left leg. Okay. Yep. Put it down, lift it one more time, just get a good sense of how it feels, okay? And then lift the right leg. There you go. Okay. Does either leg feel heavier, or do they feel pretty even?
The left.
Left feels heavier right now. Okay. So what's really interesting is once you do zone therapy on one side, the limb that you do it on, it feels a lot lighter. So you can try that along at home. So go ahead and put that leg down. So we'll start with zone therapy, and then we'll get into some techniques on giving the most amazing foot massage you've ever given in your life. All right, guys, I'm here for you guys. Self-preservation Saturday for the man in your life, ladies. Ladies, you just sit back and enjoy a great foot massage. I'm going to try to keep my face in the shot here. Make sure the foot's clean. Smells okay. All right. Choose some form of lubrication. So here we got some after sun lotion. And then we're just going to coat the foot. That way you can glide nice and easy around the foot. Alright, so first thing, we're going to use my thumb here. We're going to slide right down the instep. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of moving my thumb back and forth, pressing the pressure as I go down the instep. And I'm going to do it 5 times. So 5 times down the instep. Three, 4. Now I'm picking up a little nodule right there, a little knot. I'm just gonna kind of hold some pressure there. Count to 10. Is that pressure okay? I always check in with the recipient, make sure the pressure's okay. Keep moving down. One more 5. All right. Now, for the other 5 zones, it's not necessary to start all the way at the heel. You can actually start just past the heel, right there, and you're going to start to push up. Your thumb's doing that same maneuver all the way up into the toe. Whoop. Zone 2, zone 3. Now, it's important that both the giver and the receiver are comfortable. This isn't the best position for me because I'm trying to show this for the camera, but guys, make sure that you're comfortable, that way you don't wear out easily. All right, that was 1. Here we go, 2. Again, we're doing each zone 5 times. Make sure you're looking for little nodules, and when you find one, you can just park and sit on it for a count of 10, and then move on. 2, 3, 4. Finish 3. I'm gonna switch. Now my right thumb's getting a little tired, so I'm going to switch over to my left thumb. Relax your foot a little bit more. There you go. 4. Coming up. Good. All right, 1 more to go. Really make sure you're getting rid of those nodules. If there's any left on this 4th and 5th pass, just kind of start to pay a little bit more attention to those ones. Should be kind of softening up, loosening up. You know, they did thermal photography on people's bodies before and after they received zone therapy, and the side that received the zone therapy heated up. It increased circulation so much that they could see it all the way up to the head and the hand of the side being treated. Pretty interesting. All right, so there's the zone therapy for the foot is complete, but the interesting thing is now this toe has 5 zones too, and then the toe correlates to the head and face. So this is the right toe, so this is the right head and face. So what we're going to do is 5 times up the toe. So just go side, 3 on the base or the pad of the toe, and then 1 more up the other side. And then just to give you an idea of this toe, so you've got the right nostril, sinuses, the right eye, the base of the neck, the front of the throat, and then it wraps all the way around to the back of the toe, and that's the back of the neck. How we doing? How's pressure? She's giving me the thumbs up for all of you who can't see her at home. Are you watching this? Are you watching yourself get a massage? She's watching herself get a massage on her own phone. Moving right along. Now I can pick up a little bit of tension right there, so you can spend a little bit more time right there. She's giving me the frowny face. Yes, I found some tension. Don't be afraid to switch back and forth between your hands, because the thumbs are great to use for massage, but they wear out real easily. Take it from somebody who knows. I've been doing massage for 19 years. You got to use different tools. Can't use your thumbs all the time. Getting around to number 5 here. If you do more than 5, it's okay. I promise nothing bad's gonna happen. Alright, so there we did all 5 zones on the base of the foot. We did the instep, and then we did 5 zones on the actual big toe. Now I'm all out of, like, all that lotion has soaked itself in, so I'm gonna reapply some lotion. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is I'm going to do this maneuver. So I'm really focusing on the web of my thumb, both thumbs. So I'm going to do this almost like you got lobster claws, but you got a little rhythm going. So again, I'm going to start at the base here, work my way up, lobster claw it up. Just made that term up. Does it feel like lobster claws? No, it doesn't. She said it feels like lobster claws. Alright, so when you're doing that effleurage and petrissage, and you got a little motion going, you're going to pick up on some tight areas that maybe you missed with the zone therapy. So I got one right there. Do you feel any tension right there? Yeah, she's nodding. Got the little furrow in her eyebrow. I found something good. So what you can do is just hold the appropriate amount of pressure there. Now, how do you, the person giving the foot massage, know the appropriate amount of pressure? You're just trying to match the resistance coming back off the tissue, okay? And then always check in with the recipient. Hey, is that pressure okay? So here I'm just holding the pressure, and now to put a little bit of stretch to the bottom of the foot and make that little spot more prominent and kind of pop out, I'm just going to pull the toes back gently. And you can feel it a little stronger there, right? So I don't have to do any more work with my thumb. That's good for me. I'm just using my other hand and pulling back gently. And that's creating a little bit of stretch in what's called the plantar fascia. Side note, if the recipient does have plantar fasciitis, this will be great for them. You do want to stay away from any pain down here right at the heel. A lot of time with plantar fasciitis, you've got inflammation where the plantar fascia attaches right to the heel. That's really sore first thing in the morning. Then they start to walk on it. It warms up, warms that tissue up, and the pain goes away. But massage inherently does increase circulation, so it increases inflammation. But you're doing it on purpose, so just stay away from acute and chronic injury sites like that right where it attaches. So just side note there. So you're going to find that spot again. You can just pull it back. And then with that thumb that you're pressing with, you can just gently walk the thumb up. Can you see how my thumb's just kind of walking up the tissue there? All the way to the base of the great toe or the big toe. That's right where it attaches. Now, my thumb's going back and forth, so that plantar fascia and the tendons all go in this direction. When you start to do the massage, you're going with the tissue. As you warm it up, you can begin to go cross fiber, and that's going to actually bring some more areas that are restricted out, make them more prominent. You can feel them a little bit better, but it also is a little more sensitive. So again, check in with your recipient, is that pressure okay? But you can literally just walk your thumb up as you're pulling back on those toes, and you'll feel that little band pop out, so that you don't have to do so much work with your thumb, but you're kind of leveraging the anatomy of the recipient to help you out. Switching sides. Anything there? Yep. Okay, I'm getting the thumbs up. There's another good one. So now we're starting to work up towards that second toe. Zone 2, if you were paying attention earlier. So now I'm actually pulling back on that second toe, and I can feel it. Sometimes you can even get the toes to kind of wave at you. I don't know if you guys can see that at home. Her toes are actually wiggling as I do that. Hey, how you doing? You're doing the wave. I was like, yeah, I like that. I like that. All right. Coming up to the toes now. You can do the base of the toes. Relieves a lot of sinus pressure there. Stimulate the brain. The top of the toes. You can actually help with digestion. Down here, remember when we were doing all that zone therapy, we started just above the heel. So down in this area, you've actually got the right side of your ascending and transverse colon. So you can start and get the digestion flowing by pressing up and then over. Now the rest of the colon, the other half of the transverse and the descending and sigmoid colon, is on the other foot. So if your partner wants some help with digestion, you can actually start down here at the foot. Also, if your partner has any sciatica, so remember this is the spine, the instep here. So this base of the heel, this is her right foot, so this is her right ilium, and coming down right through here is going to be her piriformis muscle. This correlates to the piriformis muscle, and that's also a lot of times what puts pressure on that sciatic nerve. So you can actually massage in the direction of the piriformis muscle. You would have to know your anatomy. You can pop out a book, but imagine here's the right hip, and then that piriformis muscle comes down right there. So you can help with some sciatica. Ankles are really interesting. So you have a lot of your mommy and daddy organs right around the ankles, specifically outside of the ankle. You're gonna find things like the prostate, vagina, penis, all those things that got you to be a mom in the first place. So pay special attention to the ankles. And then the top of the foot, can you bend your foot, sweetie? I'll just put it right here. Bring it here. Okay. So the top of the foot actually has some lymph passageways. If you can just imagine the top of the foot, we'll say in between all the toes. So kind of relax that a little bit. In between all the toes, you've got some lymph passageways. Really neat experiment if your recipient has a stuffed nose or stuffed sinuses. Start just on one side, and you can actually massage the top of the foot in between the toes, and quite often the sinuses will drain on the side that you're actually massaging. So if somebody's complaining of not being able to breathe properly or sinus headaches, do just one side, give it a moment, and more often than not, just that one side will start to drain, and you can start to move over to the other side. All right, and then to finish up, we're going to do a little bit of light stretching here. So I got my left hand underneath the ankle. Right hand's going to gently push back. Normally you would feel a little stretch in the calf from that. And I'm going to switch hands. I'm going to pull it forward. Now always work within the range of motion of the recipient. You're not trying to push them past any range of motion. Just feel where the end range is, meaning do it slowly, cautiously. Always practice doing no harm. Now I'm going to invert the ankle in. That's usually a really nice stretch on the side of the leg and the ankle. And I'm going to evert the ankle out. Again, nice little stretch. Okay, and then to finish it off, we're going to do one of these cool little maneuvers. So I'm just rolling. If you can imagine when you used to make a snake out of Play-Doh when we were all kids, I'm literally just doing that, but with her foot and ankle. All right. Now, you said when we began that the left leg was heavier than the right leg. Go ahead and put your left leg back up here. All right, so what should happen now is now the right leg will be significantly lighter. So go ahead and give it a shot. And again, we're getting the frowning phase. The left leg is a lot heavier. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do zone therapy on the left foot quickly. Because if I don't, she'll just walk in a circle. Because now one foot's a lot lighter than the other foot. All right. Happy mama means no drama, right? Am I right, guys? Make sure you do something nice for your lady on this Mother's Day. All right, so here I'm going to use my thumb. Now you can see the outside of her foot, so you can't see the instep, but I'm just going to start to work my way down. This is actually a lot better angle for me, comfortability-wise. Put that under your... If you're using a pillow under the recipient's foot, make sure you put something under the knee as well. That's going to take tension off of the knee. Go. I'm going to start to go up all the way to the toe. Get a little bit more lotion on there so I can glide easily. So a lot of people have been asking us, how do we get notified when you go live? My producers are telling me that we've created a special event page for these events. So first thing, go to our page, Therapeutic Elements, on Facebook. Like the page, of course, if you haven't. But then go over to the event, click that you're going or that you're interested, and as soon as that comes up, that date that you've said you were interested in attending, you will be notified that, hey, this is about to happen. And then you just click on the event, and you'll see us. All of these are loaded up onto our YouTube channel, so even if you miss it here, that's okay. You can actually subscribe to the YouTube channel. So log on to YouTube, type in Therapeutic Elements, will pop up, subscribe, and then we have an entire playlist just for Self-Care Saturdays. If there's something you are really interested in, how to kind of do something at home for yourself, just type it into the comments. Or you can email us. If you want to go to the website, bookamassagenow.com, you can put your email address in there with any comments, questions, or requests. Or you can just call us at the office, 727-786-1110. So just walking my thumb up, looking for little spots, little hot spots that are probably giving her problems that she doesn't even know about. Okay. Apparently that's the off button. I just put her to sleep. Wake up! Now I'm doing this one pretty rapidly. The the thing with massage is if you want to stimulate and wake somebody up, do it faster. If you want to put them to sleep, do it slower. And as I was talking about the limbs feeling lighter after the treatment, that goes all the way up into the limbs of the thorax. So a lot of times you can feel like if you raise your arms, you'll feel a difference in your arms if you've only done one side. You know, also if you want me to show you how to massage your partner based on a specific part of the body, put that in the comments below as well. We'll take all your suggestions into consideration, and we'll try to, you know, accommodate everybody's requests. Some of the things obviously will be restricted to stuff we can only do at the clinic, because there's only so much that I can show you through a lens. Do one more for you, sweetie. And then we got to do the toe. Remember, we got to do the toe. Okay, and we're going to do this big toe 5 times from the base of the toe all the way to the tip of the toe. Okay, so as we're finishing up here, I'll let you guys know we are offering 20% off the 90-minute massage gift certificates for Mother's Day. So instead of $119, it's only $95. So you're getting a really good deal there. And then maybe if you buy her one, she'll buy you one for Father's Day, which is right around the corner. Does this mean I get a foot massage for Father's Day? She's laughing. Haha. And one more time. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just do some mobilization, stretch that foot out. And this way. A lot of times when I'm doing this in my practice, the ankle will pop and crack a little bit. Don't be alarmed by that. Here, I'll get your... Hey, everybody, get my arm out of the way. All right. And roll the foot 3 times all the way up. You're done. Okay, she's saying both legs are now even as far as the weight. So I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial on how to do some reflexology and zone therapy. Ladies, don't be selfish. If you really liked what your man did, then, you know, obviously feel free to return the favor. Our feet hurt too. That's a hint. So like I said, get on next Saturday. Just say that you're going to the event. You'll get notified as soon as we go live. We'll be on Facebook, Instagram Live, and subscribe to YouTube. Make an appointment, buy a gift certificate, support your small businesses, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.